damage that racism is causing it. And then the reason for that is because our fear of hurting someone or saying the wrong things can have very like multiple possibilities and have like different outcomes. Like I said, our society has been taught to not question or talk about things that make us uncomfortable just because we don't want to say something that doesn't have to be said or like come out wrong. But the fact is, if we are able to talk about things that make us uncomfortable, then that's when we will see actual change within our systems and bring light to matters. Yes, it may be uncomfortable for us to hear, but it's needed to be said. Like many of these things have to be said and brought to light. And apology is a commitment to change behavior, but what matters is what we will do to change that behavior. And how this topic applies to me is because I am a person of color, and we have been held up to these expectations. Like I said, the article that we have, the example the article gave earlier about a teacher having to listen, having to talk, and the children having to listen, and only being able to ask questions at the end. In our family, we are allowed to communicate, have a communication when someone's sharing a story to help deepen, understand our understandings. And I feel like this is very important for children to have a different learning methods of understanding or interacting with their peers or education. Just because one system is working well doesn't mean we don't have to revisit it, change it, modify it, or find different ways to teach a certain thing. We had to be able to be aware of what benefits the whole community, not just what a population that is benefiting from the most, which is like the upper white class, which I said before. And the reason why I say that the white class is more dominant is because yes, we do have people of color in these authoritative like positions, but who are at the actual top, and many of these people are people who are white females in their like middle age. They are the ones who are making these policies and these rules that we have to follow and teach to children. Maybe it would be nice to have diversity at the top rather than like levels below them, just to have different inputs. And if we people of color are able to have inputs at the higher top, we are going to be able to bring a change into the system we see today and possibly see what we want to see and learn how to talk about race and racism in early childhood education. Yes, it may be early for children to hear about it, but the article mentioned how children by the age of 3 are able to make distinctive choices. Oh, such as 3 months actually are able to notice race and show a preference for race faces that they would prefer talking to. And I thought this was very important because we need to teach children how to be inclusive, be aware of their surroundings, and be able to be exposed to the world. And the world is diverse, not just a single color or expectations. And that's my reflection on this article. And overall, it was really, really well. And we need to address the problems that are brought into light rather than like simply ignoring the fact that it was brought up and just finding another way to bring it up later on. But yeah.